Ball. Hello, welcome to PlannedPath podcast, your choice hub for book reviews and crucial conversations. Good to have you on the show. So this year has been a very amazing year for us. We are so grateful. I think this is our most consistent year so far. We brought for you on the show. We brought income to talk about Gen Z vibes. We've had millennials. We've done book reviews and spoken about hot topics. And today on the show, I have my dear friend and brother, Opeyemi Abolaji, and we're going to be talking about something exciting, tech expectation, anticipation, and exhilaration. So yeah, good to have you on the show. Good evening.
Good evening, Titisa International. So people usually prefer PlannedPath. Okay, I prefer Titisa. Titisa comes with a lot of vibes. It comes with a lot of a transgenerational vibe. You know, you view anti-teacher from the view of teacher of the 80s, 90s, then back to our Gen Z to everything vibe. So I like anti-teacher. So anti-teacher, you are welcome for welcoming me to this podcast.
Yeah, good to have you. Thanks for that suggestion. I'll run it by the team and we'll see what we will do about that. Thank you so much. So, how did we meet? First of all, I know I met you at ALX at Highland or ALX is a tech platform, tech learning platform. Shout out to ALX. So, how did we meet?
Yes, that part. So, and just as you have said it, so shout out to ALX. ALX is amazing. ALX is a lot of things. Made lot of changes
Yeah,
through ALS. That's a story for another day, but shout out to ALX once again.
yeah.
Yes, ALS brought us together, and afterwards, I think good deeds, maturity, spirit of friendship has held us together afterwards. So
I
shout out
miss you.
to both of us for keeping up.
Yes, I miss you so much. So yeah, we actually decided to talk about this topic a few days ago, but the experience of this topic has been brewing for the past couple of, you know, days, months. It's a situation where we come to tech. Sorry, you said that in your own words. How would you actually describe this topic? What would you say about tech?
About tech, in just one word, heartbreak story.
Breakfast.
Yes,
You know,
full
I read
on.
something. I don't know if I sent you that tweet. He said that if you come into tech and you think you land a $10,000 job in 6 months, you're not landing any job, and you're landing to depression.
Yes,
We will
and I
like
think it
the
is one
money.
thing. Is one thing that's happened with most of the eras that human have witnessed before our, maybe should we call it do you call it the digital transformation era or the future era? It's everything that human has witnessed. But in this case now, we are here right now. We are facing it, so we can speak much more better about it.
Exactly. So when you came into tech, how did you come into tech? Tell us that story, please, briefly.
Okay. Yeah, it's amazing. I just lost my job in the academics.
Hmm.
So I was just there, seated outside my mother's house after I felt I lost it all. And permit me to use a Yoruba word of wisdom. Tajaba furikomitan apada lele oluwe.
Hmm.
Whenever we are lost, whenever we feel we've lost it all. The home is always one place we always want to return to. And wherever we call home is where signals to our head.
Hmm.
So I was just seated there, and that night I sent a text to one of my friends. He's a foundational student in computer science, but he majors into graphics. So I
Okay.
sent him a text, bro, I want to move into tech. What should I do? How should
So
I do
when
it?
when things went awry, the first thing that came to your mind was tech, right?
When things went awry, I started exploring options. But at one point, I told myself, I can still learn.
Yeah.
I still have that space in my head to learn. I can. pick up something new or something that will compensate what I already have.
Yeah. I
That's
think
how I
that
enter
mindset
tech.
is very important so that we don't come into tech with Yahoo mindset.
Exactly, and we don't come into tech with the impression of after 1 week you get to sit on the same table with Elon Musk.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Or you get to sit with the same table with Fisayo Soyombo or whichever tech tech stallion we know.
You
So
know,
I found
this thing
myself
is very sorry. This thing is very
okay.
important to say because, like I tell people, so me, I have my first degree in accounting. I did accounting for 4 years. I did a postgraduate and I've worked in 7 years in education. So do I think like do you know how many years it took me to build that competency? Do I think that I would actually come into tech and actually learn everything? That's a joke. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly the point. For everyone, you're still a work in progress. I think for most people, even if let's say for those with foundation in computer science or any tech related first degree program,
Mm,
takes them nothing less than 5 7 years. Now
you
for us
see.
that are switching to the other side of the board, I think we should expect nothing less than what those who even have foundation in it, nothing less than what they already have.
Honestly. So we are
That
really
period
kind
it
to
took them to be
ourselves.
fully developed. Yes, that
Exactly.
period it took them to establish growth. It's not easy. It's not something we just come across. It's not something that just happens out of the blue. It's not a daytime something. If
Ex-
that was the case, I think every child should grow immediately after birth.
Interesting. So I'm with you. So what happened after then? After you decided to go into tech, you messaged him.
Yeah, I sent a message to my friend and he told me, go and check what do you really want to do. Go and understand what you want to do with tech.
Mm,
So as of then, I had little knowledge of graphics. He told me read about graphics, read about this. Come back to me with your best three. My best three, okay. I read about computer graphics, everything, data
mm.
science, data analytics, software engineering. Of
Cloud
course, after
complete.
looking into software engineering, it was the first one I struck out. But no, I'm not going for software engineering. I don't think I have. It's not as if I can't learn, but do I
But
have
not now.
the endurance for it yet? I don't. So I struck out software engineering. Then I retained data science,
Mm,
data science, cyber security, and cloud computing.
mm.
Fortunately for me, I returned back to him and he told me, now go back and read about these three again, which is the standing one. So while surfing the web, I come across ALX.
Mm.
Wow. ALX. Before that moment, in all honesty, I know nothing about ALX.
Wow.
As vast as I can categorize myself, I know nothing about ALX. Then I
Mm.
applied for ALX and I discovered it has scholarship in it. But this is amazing. People are still ready to do this. I saw Mastercard Foundation. Even if I don't know ALX, I know Mastercard Foundation.
Exactly.
That brings it speaks a lot of sense to me. So I applied. I started writing with my English, all the English I know I can come up with, just to make sure this thing must work out. Then I returned back to my friend and I told him, okay, I'm going with this data science because I just I
Did
just
you
it
go
just
with
came to
data
my lips.
science or data analytics?
Data science.
So you are still doing data science with Alex now?
No, data analytics. I did data analytics with ALX.
I was getting a little bit because I know you to be a
Confused.
data.
Yes, I started with data science.
Yeah,
So
because I think me, I came from background in I'd worked in a place, right, that we teach tech courses, you understand? Like a tech learning institution. Like the way you
okay,
have brands like Itiva, ALX and everything. So I'd worked in an organization like that and I was the programs manager. So I knew I had an idea of what these courses were about. And so I knew that before doing data science, you really need to have an idea of data analytics, like know it very well. It will make your journey smoother. So I really did not even bother about data science with ALX or anything. I just went for my data analytics, and I had background knowledge as well.
Okay, yes, you have a valid point. For me, after looking through what data science entails, my background, even despite the fact that if I should tell you my undergraduate course now,
I know it. Fisheries.
So my undergraduate was in fisheries and aquaculture.
You
And when I
see,
tell
I know
people,
it.
when I tell people, for my entire program, it was physics, chemistry, biology, and statistics. And people wonder, fishes, you know, just kill fish. And no, of course, water chemistry, everything that has to do with it, water biology. So right there at that moment, I know, okay, with my knowledge of statistics, might not be as broad as that person who studied math and stats, but I can still go on with this.
Yeah.
Then I went for data science with ALX. But I can actually tell you, I'm not marketing ALS, but ALS has made me proud. So if I'm doing that right now, I don't think it's bad. But
please go on. Shout out to ALX.
shout out to ALX once again. They made it so easy. You don't even need the foundational knowledge of any course at all. You coming into the program, you're definitely doing great with it.
But
And
you
of
have
course,
to
as
be
of today,
committed.
you have to be committed. Of course.
You
I
have
think
to,
that is
for
one
me,
thing
right?
is yes.
During the ALX course, I was busy with work. I had my personal things going on. So half of the times I struggled. I struggled with meeting the deadline. But you know what I did? I kind of like took my time to round up on some things I was doing. And I went back to watch my videos again, to start building my portfolio. I think I'm someone that is very grateful and merciful towards myself. I don't beat myself up too much. So I just took the time. Yes, I read it again. Oh, yeah, this concept. Understood it. Not, I don't like doing things I don't understand, you understand? Like, I like to understand something, and when I'm talking about it, I know what I am saying. So if I tell you anything in data analytics, I understand it. I think I shared with you one project I did, right? Last weekend.
Yes, yes.
So I went back to read, and it requires a lot of commitment, though, honestly.
Just as I stated earlier, shout out to Alex. Uh, Whenever people listen to this podcast, and for those that might, for anyone listening to it, yes, you wonder why so much shout outs to Alex is because I don't know for any other tech institute or any other tech program, but I witnessed the ALS firsthand. I know the kind of value, the kind of how I came into the program and how I left the program afterwards. I was a different person entirely. But yes, the part that has to do with commitment. Commitment gave me everything. After I talked to my friend, I chose data science. The whole thing started. Because of ALS, I had to relocate from Ikorodu. I moved down to Ikeja Axis because I wanted to see everything at every moment it's happening.
Mm.
At Allen up then, I'm sure almost everyone knew who I was. I have this position
Yes,
I
so
sit always, that spirit. And as of today, I am who I am. Who am I today? I'm a data analyst with a company here in Nigeria and a project
uh-huh.
manager. And the best part is the day I went for my interview, I was at that interview with another ALX student. That is to
Interesting.
show you interesting, sincerely. I was there, I was seated at that stage. The lady had the interview for us. Then coming out, the guy who was part of the panel, he called, when he saw me talking to the lady and he asked, "Are you familiar?" I said, "Yes, we are from the same institute. We
Oh,
bagged the same certificate from the same institute." And they're like, "Wow, what's the
was
institute?"
it
I told
someone you
them,
knew at
Alex.
Allen Hub?
Yes, someone I knew very well. We talk
Wow,
a lot at Allen Hub. So
that's
and
interesting.
said ALX.
Community,
Yes, I said
man.
ALX Africa. You can look it up. That is where whatever certification I'm presenting to you today. I backed it from ALS.
Wow.
So then the ALX journey, that commitment, that part, I
Mm.
I left everything aside. It might not be the same for everybody. We all have a formula that works for us all. But for me,
Yeah.
I wanted something different. I wanted something out of the ordinary. That is the reason I decided to learn, to start learning something I just told myself I know nothing about tech. I want to
Y-
start from beginning. I know
That
nothing about it.
humility.
Because yeah, just as it's usually that word on the street.
Mm,
Life will humble you. So life humbled me, and I had
mm,
to humble myself in return. I wasn't fighting the life I was living. I wanted to become friend with that life so I can understand what that life is trying to give me and what I don't have yet and what I
mm,
would get if I decide to humble myself. So I
mm.
brought myself in, gave myself a lot of time, and shout out to everyone I met at Allen Orb. I can't start raising the names now, but of course, right here, part of the people I met at Allen Orb that made the difference is Auntie Tisa right here. Shout out to you
Shout out,
all.
shout out, shout
God
out,
bless
shout
you
out.
all. God bless everyone. I try as much
Yeah.
as I can to ensure I still keep the kind of friendship I started with these people. Because
Mm,
just as Steve Jobs said at his commencement speech, I think it was with Stanford University, said the people you meet here today are the people you borrow money from for the rest of your life. People that will be your children's godfather for the rest of their life. People that will be your children's godmother. So
mm,
these things don't just happen. They happen because there's a plan. We are not aware of it, but we are also making plans to make that plan we are not aware of and the plan we have for ourselves to make it work.
mm.
Tech is no jokes. And yes, we have ALX doing the wonders, doing it for value, doing it to ensure there is growth right there in
Providing
Africa.
jobs for
Shout out
millions of
to
Africans.
the founder of ALX and every member of staff. That's everyone that's actually worked to make ALX what is it today.
Mm,
I would keep saying this and I would not stop saying it. ALS has made me proud, and I will make myself proud and make ALS proud too.
yeah.
So then
I
we have other. Okay, please speak.
okay, I was gonna say that the interesting thing about tech is that it gives you, and that is really what ALX is all about, continuous learning, continuous learning. So you reach a milestone, you celebrate it, but then you say, oh yeah, what is the next thing I'm supposed to be learning? So tech is not for the people that just want to make sharp sharp money and just make the money and go. No, it's a life of learning that you actually get to fall in love with. That's very important, right?
Very, very much important. And now I just sit there in awe of absolute amazement when I see people send e-posters and e-flyers, learn, become a full stack software engineer in 2 weeks, in 1 month. And I sit there and ask myself, am I not aware of what these programs entail? Are they teaching anything different beyond? Is there any other teaching method different
People are
from
just
what
trying to
I
sell
learned?
courses.
So people are trying to sell courses. They just want to make the money fast. They want to make names for their NGOs and everything. And it makes it feel like institutes that still take their time to to more or less we can just say open people's head, place tech right at the core of their head. It makes it feel like they don't know what they're doing, like they're doing it wrong.
Mm.
And these are the people that tell you immediately you buy this certificate, just go to Fiverr, go to this, you buy the job, and you start earning in dollars.
Mm.
My sister, I am here right now. I earn in naira. I don't earn in dollars.
You will, and we
There's
will really.
there's
It's just a
yes
process.
there's a it's a long process. It's not even it's a stairway, and it's a long process. It's one step at a time.
Mm.
I got heartbroken the first time I applied for a tech related job.
Mm.
30
Interesting.
days rigorous process, 6-stage interview from technical to non-technical. At one point, I was called to their office to write an exam. Afterwards, I still asked the HR BP, how did I do? She told me, oh, you performed well. You're moving to the next stage. And can you believe me that at the last stage of the interview, I still didn't cop that job.
Interesting.
I've never felt so heartbroken. Never felt so heartbroken in my life.
But
Because my
grit,
expectations were high.
resilience, you kept on going.
The day after, I couldn't even visit the hub. I just seated there in the corner of my apartment. That what is happening? Is this how text look like? Then if this is it, I need to brace up for more tears. And when people ask me, is it okay to cry? I tell them, yes, it's okay to cry. You
Go
might
ahead
not
and
just do
cry
it
the cry.
publicly. Yes, go ahead, cry the cry. It's good. So lot of
So we've got
outbreaks
like
and
2
everything.
more minutes to round up this podcast, and I want you to give us your final thoughts about tech, expectations, exhilaration, and how you really feel about tech and your journey going forward. In 2 minutes, please.
Okay, so tech expectation is you're coming into a competitive world. You're not coming into a forest where you have a lot of trees and you just pick any fruit you like. You're coming into a forest with thorns and creepers and every sort
Tech is
of tree.
competitive.
So it's competitive. Then exhilaration, a lot of joy comes with being using when you are being addressed as a tech bro, as a tech sis. Yes, a lot of expectation comes with it. And these days, when people have issues with anything, even ordinary Excel sheets, then I get a call from any department. Opeyemi, please, what formula should I write to do this? I'll tell them, okay, just can you bring your PC down, or you want me to come to your desk? Then I go there, I resolve it. I feel happy. Doesn't come with it. But I've had days where just for me to get one thing the department wants, I had to sit on writing Excel formula, writing, and I still didn't get my result. So for tech, unlike every other thing, it comes with a lot of heartbreaks. You might not get the job you want at the time you want it.
Okay.
But should we give up? The only advice I can give to anyone is please don't give up. We try as much as we can. Let's do it as much as we can. Let's keep putting in the spirit. But it's not as the social media paints it. And it's not even as I am painting it right now. It
Yeah,
depends
because
on
everybody's journey will be
individual.
unique.
Everybody's journey will be unique. So my picture
So
is
let's
different.
embrace
Someone
ourselves.
else's picture is different. So PlannedPath, the journey is different from mine, but we are doing it. Let's make ourselves proud. But
Yeah.
getting a job, in fact, I can tell you some people will do this and they'll still get a job on their first interview.
Yes.
It's normal thing about life. But
Let me make you laugh. Let me make you laugh.
okay.
I went for an interview today, and the advert said telecommunications analyst. So I read about it online before I applied. I was like, oh, so I would be analyzing data in telecommunications. And when I got there, they actually told me that they meant that they needed people to call people that they owe money. I owe them money rather. I was like, interesting. I just tried all the best in my life. Like I just summoned all the courage, smiled, and I just went out. Although they took my TV and said they would reach out to me if there is a tech role, a data analyst role. So you've heard it from Opeyemi Abolaji that really don't come to tech with yahoo mindset. Come to work, come to put in the work, and the results are sure if you persist, if you put in the hard work. And if you don't, you know the answer already. Thank you for joining us on PlannedPath Podcast, Opeyemi. We really appreciate you. Thanks for sharing your wisdom and your thoughts with us. Till we see you in the next video. Make tech money so you can ball. Go active for the soft life and take out ALX.
All right. Thank you very much. I'm grateful for
Okay,
this moment.
bye.
Bye.